this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, over the past 5 years in Nigeria, in fact, from the ease of the lockdown towards the end of the year, 2020, up until very recently, something interesting has been happening around tertiary institutions, and that's the dress code, right? We've talked about, schools who have enforced, who are right now enforcing certain codes. Now, normally, what is the dress code for a university, for a college, right? In Nigerian universities, the dress code has always been dressing decently and professionally, right? With a mixture of both. The idea is for you to come look civil and not look like you're going to a dance hall, or you're not coming to, what do you call it? The garage. You're not going to the farm per se. You should dress decently and or professionally across the board. Now, over the years, there's been some changes. Now, in some schools, for example, particularly the private universities, about a decade plus ago, if not 15, we started to hear, conversations about, there being a very heavy modification of their dress code. Some of them will ask the students to come to school. If you're coming to school as a student, you must wear a tie. There were schools, and yes, there were colleges, that it doesn't matter what department you're in, whether you're in accounting, whether you're in biochemistry, whether you were in economics or biz admin or, international relations, chemistry, whatever it is, as long as you're going to pass through the gates of that university, you were compelled to wear a tie. For the males and for the females, your dressing must not just be decent, it must meet a certain code. For example, the girls were not allowed to wear outfits that were too body hugging. Also, your skirts must be about the knee level or longer. Your trousers were only for certain days, right? So every other day you must wear a skirt, and only on a particular day were you permitted to wear a pair of trousers, whether it was jeans or whether it was linen material, whatever it is, only on a particular day. So that was the rule for some private schools, and it was spreading. For others, they didn't care, just come to school, who gives a crap? Nobody. But it got worse, or the clamor for a bit more regulation, came through when Nigerians started to see some outfits that were not, best word to use is ideal in a public space. And so you now start to have, people copy what the legal departments, as the law departments were doing or have been doing for generations now, which is the law students would come to school wearing white and black. Boom. Next thing, SLT lab tech students were wearing gray and white. Next thing, some schools said if you're in pharmacy, you must wear blue and white. Next thing, they said nursing students should wear green and white. Next thing, everybody is now having a uniform. What a lot of Nigerian students were looking forward to not doing when they left secondary school is not what is being pushed across some universities. Emphasis, university. I'm not talking about your secondary school. No, universities, both private and public universities. So, my question this morning is this. Should these dress restrictions, and I agree, there should be an enforcement. I agree with the notion that people should be encouraged, or rather compelled, to dress modestly in public, right? You shouldn't come, nude. But then, if you listen to and you read comments from Harvard and Yale and those kind of universities, which is where I got this question from, right? You ask the question about expression, because ideally people are allowed to dress to a certain level of reason, however they choose. And a university is a microschism of what the larger society is. So, should dress restrictions be limited to color combinations like we see in some schools where, okay, for example, like I gave law students wear black and white, and you can start to wear white and black, but your black would be tight pants, but it's shower time black. Or should the students wear official uniforms to universities? Let me take that again. Should the dress code be limited to color combinations? Green and blue, the girl can wear blue skirts, green top, whatever, or blue trouser, whatever. As long as it's green and blue, no problem. Or should each university now have a particular uniform? Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a conversation.
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeria Info FM. Nigeria Info, let's talk.
With Jude on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
0817-923-0002. 0817-923-0003. 0817-923-0002. 0817-923-0007. These are the numbers we'd like to have you use to call us and join the conversation. All right, WhatsApp is 0809-030-6416. That number is for receiving messages only. 92.3, good morning. Hello, Port Harcourt. Oh dear, it's a drop call scenario. Apologies to you. WhatsApp number, which is for only messages, is 0809 030 6416. 92.3 Nigeria Info. Good morning, please.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm Engineer Goodluck.
Welcome, Engineer Goodluck. Go on, please.
Yeah, I like the topic this morning, but I'm trying to think of when someone is doing matriculation or convocation, what's the way I determine the department you are in? So dress code is good to identify the department each person is coming from. So for me, I like it.
Okay, you think that you have is it a particular dress code for a color, or everybody should wear the same uniform in university?
What I'm saying depends on your department. A lot of students cannot wear the same thing with another student. So if they do that way, the radical way they are this time, they see their G so rugged and they say because university, I don't like it. Even my son dressed the way I don't like at the university. Not my days only like that.
Yeah, but don't you think that your son has a right to express himself? He's a young person. He's discovering things. That's the style and the fashion of the time.
And that is why they're having problem with police and they call some of the law enforcement officers. And they embarrass them because of your dress here. Every officer know how to size somebody coming from far and know the type of person you are. They need to dress neat and bob their head. All the bushy hair, that is not good.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Just an interesting take. 92.3 Nigeria Info. Good morning. Hello, Port Harcourt. Good morning.
Okay, I'm calling from Muzumi.
Good morning, Mr. Ken.
Jude, it will be preferable to have a particular code of dressing in the universities, specifying their courses. Just like as you made mention, the lawyers with black and white, others with the green or whatever, so that even if we are being seen outside the campus, they will know the course or your department we are studying. I don't know if you get me.
Yes, I do understand that.
That will avoid indecency, both mentally and psychologically.
But this restraint you are asking for, doesn't that then mean that these young adults are now being forced, right, to do something that ordinarily they and even their parents in their own time didn't? Because their own parents in their own time used to wear bell bottoms, high heel shoes. They'll come to class, they'll open their chest with the black hair and afro. Nobody said anything. In fact, it was seen as, you are a cool dude, man. You're a cool cat. You know what's What's up? Power to the people.
Dude, you have seen what over civilization has done to the society now. I don't know if you get me.
We're listening.
Yes, during those days, the dressing as at then is not as it is now.
But it was it was contemporary.
Hello?
It was contemporary for that time. That was what was trendy in those days. Hello. Oh dear. Okay. All right. Let's go for this commercial break. When we come back, more conversations.
Nigeria Info.
They are now 31 minutes gone past, and we have just about 23 minutes before we say our goodbye to the first show for this week. One play draws coming up in another 12 minutes, and then we'll be ushering in the sunny side of conversations later on. But now, let's get back to our conversation about the dress code. Yes, my question, once again, should you choose to accept it, is this. Should universities restrict dressing to color codes or outright uniforms? Should we get to the point where university students only wear the stipulated color allowed for their department, or should everybody wear suit and tie, or maybe have their shirts and pants tucked in and a tie, and that's it? Like I said, there were private universities in this country a few years ago that started that. If you're coming to school, you can wear your shirt, long sleeve, short sleeve, whatever, but you must be tucked in and wear a tie. That is the rule for the males. For the females, your skirt must be at the knee level or lower, not higher. So you can't wear a mini skirt. You cannot wear A-line skirt. No, you must wear a full gown or a full dress and whatnot. Or be more like other schools where, the Department of Law, they wear white and black. That's their color combination. So if you want to wear agbada, your agbada must be black and white. If you want to wear, your play suit must have black and white, monochrome. If you want to wear a nice skirt and then your Manchester United jersey, your jersey must be the white one, the away kits, and you can wear your black skirts and come to class, right? But your code, your color combination is easily identifiable, and they can say, oh, this young lady is from the law department. That young man is from medicine and surgery. Why? Because he's wearing blue and white. That is their uniform. He's wearing agbada, but it's blue and white. That means as long as he's in these premises, which is preferable? The color code or the restriction of outfits? Everybody dressed like this. End of story.
The views and opinions shared on this program do not represent the position of Nigeria Info FM. Nigeria Info, let's talk.
Hello, Port Harcourt, with Jude on 92.3 Nigeria Info.
017-923-0002. 0817-923-0002. Mr. John is on the line from Ala George. Mr. John, good morning to you.
Good morning, George.
Good morning.
How do you tell an agric extension or agric student that is going on practical to wear suit?
They will not carry the jackets. They can just talk in.
How do you tell a mechanical engineering student who is going on practical to wear agbada?
They won't wear agbada, but at least they will wear jeans. But it must be blue jeans. Let them wear blue jeans and white shirt. Anyhow they want to do it, have blue jeans and white shirt.
Well, I agree that there should be some form of dressing that identify you to a particular department.
Okay.
But the idea of wearing a uniform is not there. To me, it's not acceptable. Even in the university, almost all the departments and faculties have their departmental and faculty dress code. But although it's not enforceable, you understand. Only some few lecturers will come and say, today we are doing my departmental class, which is Monday. Every student is expected to wear yellow and blue, or white and green, or whatever color they have chosen. But you cannot deny a student who does not have that wear access to that lecture.
But Joe, what if they decide to? What if they say no? We must have 100% compliance. And so, if you are in this department, as long as you're coming into this premises for this particular class, whether it's a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Friday, you must wear blue and white. You must wear green and brown.
University is not like a secondary school where you have a permanent class. You wake up in the morning, you know that you are in SS1B, you are going to sit in SS1B throughout that term. You cannot deny me of going to faculty of maybe math. But I'm not in the faculty of math.
But you want to just go and visit somebody.
Yes.
No, that's allowed. You can visit, but the thing is, as long as you are in school, you must wear your department outfit. So
we do borrow copies in the university. You understand? I can be in the art department and I have one
science course. Yeah.
And join other faculty or department to attend their class. So you cannot automatically order me to use the uniform of that department or that faculty. So most of these laws, in as much as it's good, it's not binding.
I see. It's not binding. John from Ada George, thank you very much. We have Miriam from Africa. Miriam, good morning to you, please.
Hello, Jude. Good morning.
Good morning, please. Welcome.
Thank you. Jude, whenever, especially with our government and our institutions in Nigeria, whenever they bring up policy, I try to look at the intent. Now, what do they want to achieve with this? Now, if at all they want to do something like this, what is there to achieve? Okay, you say girls are dressing carelessly, and because of that, it is entering the eyes of the lecturers, and they want to try to reduce this lecturer students something, and if the girls dress well now, you know, that is what they just try to achieve. They are trying to achieve, and I laugh. We all know that even girls, even women wearing hijabs are being raped, even children. So you want to help this man or this woman, you know, because it also affects the guys too. You don't wear all those low waist and all those very tight, you know, jeans and this and that. So if a man, an elderly man, that parents